Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This is Brown. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. On second down now, it's Brown. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go with Brown. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, Brown. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
As the Titans take the field here, Charles, wanted to discuss their QB situation. Is this a do-or-die year for Marcus Mariota under center?
People want to downplay that, but the bottom line is that it is. Because it's the 5th year for...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd down, it's Brown. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll run on first down. Brown. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, this is Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Brown. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now a give, right side, Brown. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw Mariota, and he's going to go down again. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Running jet sweep here, Humphreys. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. The 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Corey Davis in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start them.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at the top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Lawrence Taylor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A 2nd down run with Lewis. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. Here's Mariota. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Titans go. It's Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so it was not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Adam Humphries, 75 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. So now Mariota and the Titans down by 8. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Mariota to throw it. Out to the right to Humphries. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. Throwing, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Mariota. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Dion Lewis, he's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 74 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Suck up for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a give right side. It's Brown, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's make these babies cry.
One last shot now for Mariota, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. This will go for 5 up to the 33. On 2nd down, it's Brown powering forward. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On 1st down, Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll try and run it in with Brown. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mariota. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Now Lewis here on first down. Dion Lewis, the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Dion Lewis, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, Charles, if you think so far in the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it. And I think his team remains excited about his prospects. They're eager to see him play. He became the starter as soon as he was drafted. Daniel Jones, that was a different situation in New York. The fans weren't real excited about him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. After the sack on first down, Mariota. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Mariota now to throw on first down. He finds Corey Davis. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Mariota caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Mariota, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically,
and is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing, but there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you've got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Taylor, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the fumble recovering leads to 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mariota again. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. On first down, Brown. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. On 2nd down now. It's Brown. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Brown. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. This is Brown on the carry. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand and like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defense.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Adam Humphries. 43 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Ready to get things rocking, the Pro Bowl kicker from the NFC last year, Aldrich Rosas. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Mayfield off the play fake.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it.
He's got him in. Complete. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Golden Tate, 38 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. Fighting through. Giants ready to get the football here again. And earlier we talked about Eli Manning, but he's got some big question marks in the receiving core. Of course, no OBJ. He's in Cleveland. But Sterling Shepard has a fractured thumb, though they think he'll be a go for the opener. They're hoping so. Corey Coleman won't, however. An ACL tear in training camp he's done for the year. And then Golden Tate recently lost an appeal, so he has to sit out those first 4 games.
And all of that happened as we headed towards the season. So the Giants trying to adjust on the fly and get some more receivers in camp. But you do have Saquon Barkley, who can run it and catch it quite.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Golden Tate with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And New York set to take the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Manning, rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. A season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, he was looking for the check out bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay,
and he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the pressure gets to him again. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To try again after the sack, Manning.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The former Giant. How about this? Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back to back as a Madden Classic champion. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's Brown. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 15. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Brown. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give right side. Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. Caught right side, Tate. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. San Francisco's offense taking the field here. And folks, you'd be impressed with my partner Charles Davis's preseason schedule. He gets all over the place. Every camp, he's just always in the air in a camp. So what are you hearing from the Niners camp and Jimmy Garoppolo and company?
Well, you know, I try to be America's guest.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Preston Brown. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Lawrence Taylor, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Tate. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Zach Ertz, 31 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down now, run with McKinnon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Steve Young. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Mayfield down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 to throw. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And Tate's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world.
Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
53's a MUT. 53, check for the
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 29 yards that time. Mayfield now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. That's Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. There's the stiff arm, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Young over the middle. He finds Pettis complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Young. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Young looks to throw on first down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Young now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Anthony Barr coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Young. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Young to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try the left side. It's Brown, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Mayfield on play action. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tate. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Oakland set to get the football here in a second. You know, some teams, they sort of kind of do their training camp quietly, not make a lot of noise, and then there's the Raiders. I mean, where to start? You start with Antonio Brown in the last month or so. He'd arrived at Steeler camp previously in a helicopter or a Rolls-Royce. So
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. This is Brown. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now a give right side. Brown. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Brown. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brown.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. He will push his way down to about the 14. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with Brown. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st down, Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side, Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. Brown stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. They describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Preston Brown, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Taylor. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Anthony Barr. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered this one. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, it's Brown. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.